I was already in the parking lot when the text came through. Not a call, not a conversation. A command. Don't come. You'll ruin everything. Keep your weird kid away too. I stared at the screen until the letters stopped, feeling like letters and started feeling like cuts. The venue's glass doors reflected my face back at me, calm, neutral, unreadable. The kind of face people underestimate because they want to. I didn't reply. Silence has weight when you know how to use it. Inside, music swelled. Outside, I sat in my car and listened to my own breathing slow down. That's when the planning ended and the execution began. We weren't always this. My sister and I shared a childhood stitched together by scarcity and promises. I taught her how to balance a checkbook because Dad couldn't. She taught me how to smile at people who didn't mean us well. When she got engaged, she cried in my kitchen and said, "I couldn't have done any of this without you." I believed her because belief was cheaper than proof back then. I paid for things quietly. Deposits. Vendors. Temporary. Credit lines opened in my name because my score was clean and my trust was dirty. Dad signed where I pointed. My sister thanked me with hugs and timelines. I told myself it was family. I told myself it was fine. Then came the dress fitting I wasn't invited to, the seating chart that somehow didn't include me, the whispers I wasn't supposed to hear. She's difficult. Her kid makes people uncomfortable. My child, brilliant, literal, honest. Too honest for their curated fantasy. The truth arrived without ceremony. An email thread forwarded by accident. My name reduced to a liability. My presence a risk. The plan, keep me away until the checks cleared. Then deal with me later. Pain didn't explode. It sharpened. I didn't confront anyone. I don't do confrontations when the board is still being set. I went home, opened my laptop, and read my own paperwork like a stranger would. Credit agreements, authorized users. Vendor contracts with my signature on the quiet lines. I highlighted clauses. I smiled at the word revocable. I called the bank first. Calm voice. Verification complete. I revoked authorized access across every account tied to my name. Not froze. Reassigned. I called the credit card issuers next. Fraud prevention scripts love a clean narrative. I believe my credit is being misused. It wasn't a lie. It was a correction. Then the vendors. Florist, caterer, venue, DJ, each. Call ended the same way. Apologies, policy, payment. Required to proceed. I didn't cancel anything. I let the clock do the work. I saved the receipts, screenshots, timestamps. I documented everything, like evidence, because it was not for court, for memory, for the part of me that would later ask if I'd gone too far. 3 days passed. No calls, no messages. They thought I was sulking. They always confused silence with weakness. On the morning of the event, I took my kid out for pancakes. We laughed. Syrup everywhere. I taught them how to fold a napkin into a boat. The world didn't end because we weren't invited. It expanded. At noon, my phone started buzzing. I let it. At 1, it rang. I watched it light up with my father's name and set it face down. At 2, the venue posted a photo. The caption was cheerful. The comments were not. Card declined? Why is the planner freaking out? Is this a prank? At 3, I answered. Dad didn't bother with hello. What did you do? In the background, I could hear the music stutter. The thin panic of a room realizing money isn't abstract. My sister's voice cut through, sharp, pleading, unfamiliar. The sound of a person discovering gravity. I corrected an error, I said. Accounts with my name were being used without my consent. You can't do this today, he said. Everyone's here. I know, I replied. I saw the guest list. There was a pause. Then my sister took the phone. You're ruining my life, she said. Her voice cracked on the word my. I pictured her at the bar. Card in hand, mascara perfect. Smile failing in increments. I pictured the planner's clipboard turning into a weapon. I pictured Dad's face, red with the old shame he thought he'd paid off. No, I said softly. I'm just not paying for it. The truth surfaced fast once the dam broke. The venue required settlement before doors stayed open. The caterer needed confirmation. The florist took the arrangements back like borrowed joy. People noticed. People whispered. Someone filmed. They paid eventually. Emergency transfers. High-interest decisions. The kind you feel later. I never showed up. I didn't need the scene. Power doesn't need witnesses when the math is correct. That night I put my kid to bed and read the missed messages like a transcript. Apologies braided with blame. Promises that sounded like negotiations. I archived them. I blocked what needed blocking. Weeks later, my sister asked to meet. I agreed. Public place. Neutral ground. She arrived thinner, quieter, carrying a story she wanted me to adopt. I listened. I always do. When she finished, I told her the only truth that mattered. You decided I was expendable, I said. So I stopped subsidizing the fantasy. She reached for my hand. I didn't pull away. I didn't give it either. I walked out with my spine straight and my accounts clean. There was no regret. Justice doesn't roar. It closes tabs. I didn't ruin anything. I just refused to be invisible, and the bill finally went to the people who ordered it.